The Dimension of Destiny. A world within the architecture of Dwarf Fortress. A game voted sexiest man alive in 1989. He never was.
No, that was Sean Connery.
Oh, was it? Damn, my whole script hinges on that. I'll have to... Born in 1930, in development since 2002, at the Royal Maternity Hospital in Edinburgh, Scotland.
That's Sean Connery again.
Did you just copy Sean Connery's Wikipedia page? No, forget it. Dwarf Fortress is a game about dwarves building a fortress, and I created this world within it and started playing at year 1. Which it turns out is inadvisable, because half the interesting stuff gets set up in History Gen. That's better. I've got an Eldritch Abomination. Hello. And his not actually adopted rock troll ex-colleague.
That's me.
With me to keep things interesting. And we're currently floating above these hastily assembled crap shacks that make up the bulk of what will be the newest and greatest fortress that the Dimension of Destiny has ever known. Lobar, shut up! So, Kutam Milunu Dees Wamid. Welcome one and all to the place I go to in my dreams when I really need to unwind and enjoy myself.
That's Sean Connery again.
The fort with a fantastical future. The Hollow Throne.
That was brilliant. Thank you.
I'm going to regret this. The first order of business is to show that we did properly inter dear old Bemble into this admittedly rather hastily excavated double-sided tomb. Here he is now being laid to rest. You were an interesting dwarf, Bemble, and I hope your soul finds solace in the fact that your body shall remain here as an integral brick in the foundation of this testament to dwarven might. Oh dear, it seems we've been inundated with baby turkeys.
It says they're called poults.
Well, that's just what baby turkeys are called, but not to worry, it seems the dwarves have quickly gathered them back up.
That must get confusing.
What?
Oh, ma'am called us oi and stop that. But we always knew who she was talking to, 'cause it was the one what the shoe hit.
No, a baby turkey is called a poult.
Oh, which one?
Moving on. That's bloody langurs again. We've still nothing more sophisticated than a rabble of dwarves armed with fists and tools, but we can't have them stealing our rocks. There are rocks. This one here has no official position, so I'll designate him Rock Sniffer, and I'm hoping soon that what he'll be sniffing is a knuckle sandwich. Ha! Yes, go dwarves! That was a close thing, too. Had they arrived a few moments earlier, our poor baby turkeys would have been lunch. Oh damn, looks like a few of them still were. Or playthings anyway. Should probably do something about the living conditions. I'm getting a little cramped already, and that's with 3 birds down. That'll have to wait until we've got living conditions sorted for the dwarves, though. They take priority. Talking of dwarves, here come some more now. So far, just Imash Bodice Organ and Tobal Silvery Lance. You what? What? That's their names. Look, this is a kid-friendly channel. We can't be talking about mashing organs and being very launched. Silvery Lanced. What? Does he come in second? It's not fun.
There's more of them now.
Thank you, Gainsborough. Staying focused on the task at hand. There's Atir Armor Point, Assen Clashes Castle, Nil Raced Ikes, Reg Vice Treaty, and, Mebzath Mountain Sack.
Cool. That would be a big sack.
Yes, it would, Gainsborough.
A big sack!
Yes, it would. On the subject of Mr. Mountainsack, he's actually another one to watch. Sloppy, sickly, and a disdainer of cooperation. He does, however, have a high social awareness and a good memory. These traits made him invaluable at the Red Hermit Crab Man in tin prices. Starting as a lowly fish dissector, he soon found himself raised to the position of manager of the establishment through the simple expedient of being highly aware of the social embarrassment that could be had for the owner should his wife find out about his mistress. He only saw her once, but Mebsach never forgets a face. As for the woodworking skill, well, he whittles now. Ooh, our first strange mood. Zalban Bannerlorded, one of our newer dwarves, is an accomplished armoursmith, and we don't currently have any forges or metalsmithing workshops up. So she's gone to kick flowers in the north to release some of the creative tensions.
You hope, at least.
What do you mean?
Well, she's a talented milker too, and last I checked, turkeys don't have nipples.
Whilst this is true, I'm afraid there is no such thing as artefact dairy products. That's damn.
I'd be pretty impressed if you showed me a chunk of turkey cheese.
Yes, well, she's not going to be doing that. I'll get the workshops up and we'll give her time. Then lock the door to the animals. While we wait, I thought we could take a look at the hospital I've been setting up down in the Hollow Throne proper. Nothing too huge right now, but there's space to branch out. As per our plan, I hope to have the doctors eventually all reside in and around the hospital. But for now, we just have the hospital beds, traction bench and table, the well, and a small office for the chief medical dwarf. Currently, Ashtan Canyon Buds. It's not impressive now, but just you wait. Oh, and Zalban is done. She has created Nentuk Torir, the Withered Voids, an iron helm that she's gifting to the Call of Kings, which is us. It's an iron helm. It has an image of oval-cut gems in iron on it, and that's it. The name is a play on the Hollow Throne, speaking to the withering of the void of power as we begin filling it with potential. With a calling of kings. Good, no? Well, anyway, it's currently the best armour we have in the fortress, so I'll be giving it to our militia commander, Toulon Tixadow. That'll bear the brunt of any bonce beelining bonk and keep his brains boxed in bone rather than bubbling from his bogey burrows. And talking of disgusting imagery, look at this hideous monstrosity! I was taking stock of the creatures in the caverns and came upon this horrible skinless sausage with legs. It's an elm. As I'm wont to do, I decided to put pen to paper. Well, electronic pen to tablet screen, and doodled the slimy sod. Before you say anything, no, the feet are not wrong. Normal elms may have rather enduring little scrabblers, but the giant ones require something more robust to scrop their squids around, hence the man feet. I, for one, am glad things like this exist, though. They make me feel less bad about my own abominations. Aha! The humans are here to trade, and they come offering a riddle, or I suppose possibly a philosophical conundrum. Are unions gravel? I think I'll pass this to the trumpet sounds rock expert. So, Gainsborough, are unions gravel?
No.
Well, that about does it then. Solid negative from somebody who should know.
Unless, of course, the question is, are unions like unto gravel? As in, are they granular in nature? Graham?
No.
Yes, suppose I've never seen a union in a bag at a builder's merchant's neither. Yes, well, anyway, I'm going to get trading now. Not sure we have much that I don't want saving for the dwarven caravans, but we'll see. And no, nothing too substantial. A few more units of food and drink. Couldn't really afford any metals to melt down, and all the clothing is made for people with more space between joints and extremities. Now we know we'll be getting the visits, we can be better prepared for next year. I mean, we won't be, but the opportunity will be there. Oh, we've had another migrant wave, but the little blighters snuck in while I wasn't looking, so I was only able to catch Arsed Arrow Polish. Oh, come on! Oh, shut up! Anyway, I've decided to follow him down into the new tavern. This is the Saffron of Inking. It has a dormitory to the north, which our dwarves are needing to make use of due to the lack of bedrooms currently. A performance and dance hall to the east, with view of the hospital well, dwarves love buckets, and walls smoothed ready for slits to the caverns. A dining area to the west, which we shall fill with tables and chairs, and both sides have access to food and drink from the shared stockpile, so nobody shall want for refreshment. To the south is a small area I haven't devised a use for, attached to which are a bedroom for the tavern keeper and stairs to the floor below, where you will see we have set up the food and drink production of the Ford. As with the hospital, everything is a little cramped right now, but there's room to grow into the caverns, and before long we'll have all our precious little cooks and brewers working and living together in perfect harmony. Oh look, and they're already singing. And here's our outpost liaison again. Asmael Padrax. That's an actual name? Yes, it means merchant in the dwarven tongue. Feces in the dwarven nose, more like. Don't be crass. Anyway, she's here for a meeting with Unib, and once she can be convinced to do so without a wall in the way, we can get to trade requests. There we go. We want gold and silver. Now we're making artifacts especially. Tin prices wants quivers and blocks. No. Anyway, Miss Padrax, thank you for your work as usual, and mind how you go across the common hills to home. Now to the actual trading, and for that we follow our new broker, Olin Sealing Waved. You'll remember he was the one brought up by goblins. Well, I think it time we listened in, and I show you what it did. Good morning. Fine day for a spot of haggling.
All right, mate. How you?
What?
I like yours fish and stuff.
Okay, I could do you a deal on some fish.
All right. How's about a kick yours legs in?
No, thank you. Good you! What happened to him? Well, it's like I said. He was brought up by goblins, so he's a little rough around the edges.
I think he means how he sounds.
Yeah, well, that's normal for goblins. It's the Black Country.
You're gonna have to explain that joke for our non-British viewers.
They've got Google. And good work, Olin. I knew your upbringing would win us some great trades. And more migrants have skipped in whilst I wasn't looking. We're up to 40 now, and so that we don't start seeing tantrum spirals from lack of bedrooms, I think we'll keep it here for a little while. Look at them all. With all these free hands, we'll make short work of any and all hauling tasks whilst we're setting up the starting areas down within the belly of the hollow throne. And not to mention that once we start setting up the militia proper, there will be more individuals to choose from to get our city watch started. And I'm thinking Toulon needs to get himself some serious muscle behind him to keep what I've got planned in check. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, in the name of me. We've had more langurs attack, but I was busy down in the kitchen stockpiles, so I missed the fun. Now we're just seeing the aftermath and the quick efficiency with which it's being dealt by our fantastic doctors. Just look at what a fully stocked and dwarfed hospital can do against a wave of monkey bites. And already all back to work. Marvellous! Another little piece of fun we missed was the capture of that Draltha that escaped from the caverns. Here it is now, sitting in our cage stockpile on the surface, jumping at every leaf blown through the door and shaft of light coruscating off of Toulon's new helmet. She's still a beauty, light mad as she is, and so once we're ready to set up the Handlers Guild, she'll make a great mother to our future herd. And why not let's get some comments down below for a prospective name for her. Oh, yeah, and, like the video.
Right, ow, what? Oh, no, that's Sean Connery.
Subscribe, you dingbat!
I already did.
Chocolate teapots, the both of you. Moving on, and we're now looking to the west of the entrance pyramid, where you can see we've started another central arm, heading down. It leads, after a small way, to what will be the main area for item storage and crafting. This floor then will house central quantum stockpiles of the most base materials, rock, wood, etc. And to either side, in what is currently still solid rock, we shall have the accompanying workshops for said materials. Again, we can expand as we need. For now, we just need to ensure we have the basics covered. Below then shall be some basic bulk storage, one tile for every type of finished good we could want to set up, with probably quantum stockpiles again. But we shall see whether it's required. Less space down here to spread out, but there's always further down. Zooming out then, you can see we're on the same level at the crafting room as the hospital to the north, which will allow for future areas to span the gap and create a more contiguous fort. I'm not sure why I think that'll be better, probably worse in an invasion scenario to be honest, but whatever brings the most fun, you know? Oh, and talking of fun, Yorist Spread Painted has gone into a strange mood. You wouldn't know it, what with him sulking around the dining section of the Saffron of Inking, but that would be because he is a High Master Clothier, and we don't have any clothiers' workshops at the fort. Two bloody strange moods, and both of them ended up being picky buggers. Luckily, this one shan't be but a moment's work, as we need not burn anything to make the clothes. I'll come back to you all once it's set up and he's done. And he has created a loincloth. Reggae Give over, that's Rage Ball! No, it isn't. It's Dwarvish and it means clapped revered. No, it's Rage Ball and it means he's got it on too tight. Proud of yourself? Yes. Anyway, he's given it to the fortress and it has a tetrahedron on it. Thank you, Yorist. Taking a look at Mr. Spread Painted, we can see that his traits tend towards the hot-headed and violent, with low spatial sense and self-esteem thrown in to keep people behind him, but not too close. He's only 54, so his high mastery of clothier work is very impressive and speaks to his latent proficiency with cloth. This didn't win him any points at his local tavern, however, and he quickly had to swap to bookbinding after running from the subsequent beatdown he gave to his would-be ers. He did this in tin prices. Hearing from, of course, Amos about the Hollow Throne, it took little for him to pack up his old sewing kit and make his way here. Of which we are very grateful. He shall be the start of our clothing guild, and no, I do not mean seamstresses. And with that, we're going to call an end to things. To start the end, I want to first introduce you all to Garrison, our newest wonderful individual over on the Patreon. If you'd like to emulate them, you will find the link to the Patreon below. Now, this isn't my full-time job, so what monies I do get go straight into funding the channel, improving quality and increasing frequency of uploads. What I'm saying is if you like what we do, supporting us will only get you more of what you like. Do let us know if we manage to strike a good balance between commentary and gameplay. We're aiming for something more akin to Mystery Science Theatre 3000, but without the silhouettes. So, Dwarf Fortress-led jokes and quips with perhaps maybe a sprinkle of world building for me and my two, co-hosts now, I guess. But yes, that's all for today. If you made it this far, then why not give a like? Maybe subscribe if you haven't, and make sure to look after yourself so we can see you all again next time. Anus Eshon, you most wonderful of individuals. Anus
Eshon.
You've got to be quicker on the mark. We lose their attention for a second and it's over. Right. Are you listening? What? Oh, no, I was picking me nose.
You don't got a nose.